How you doing, family? Welcome to another episode of Bantu Tesla, where we're going to focus on tech and wealth building. I'm going to get right into it. Let me start sharing, and we're going to go right to this my slideshow screen here, where we're going to focus on. We're going to pick it right up where I left off, where we were talking about my buddy here, Tony Seba. Now, one of the things I want you to notice about why I wanted to bring you to Tony Seba, or why I want to bring Tony Seba to your attention, is because Tony Seba is the pivotal man. He's the guy that came up with these predictions 7 years ago, and I want to always give him credit for everything that you see just about going on right now. A lot of it was springboarded from what Tony Seba has put forth by way of predictions and deep, long years of research, and that allow him to come to these conclusions. The other thing I want to keep paramount and right on top is the concept of paradigm shifts. What you're looking at now, as of 2012, with the introduction of Tesla as a company, Elon Musk as an engineer, and when he left PayPal, formed PayPal, created PayPal, and then sold that business and take that money and invested it into Tesla. And at the same time, grew that business while at the same time growing and creating SpaceX. And at the same time, venturing into underground transportation systems through the Boring Company. And at the same time, creating through SpaceX, which is an entire company all by itself, SpaceX, where they have taken over and revived the whole space program, American space program, single-handedly. Okay. Why did they do this? They did this because Elon's vision for the future, SpaceX, was critical to that. And as well as through SpaceX, Elon was able to create Starlink, which is a low orbit satellite internet system that allow you to get broadband and internet anywhere in the world. It's particularly for remote places that don't have access to the underground wiring and the infrastructure that will allow them to have internet service. And a lot of these countries also have power problems. So through Tesla's creation of the microgrid system, which is comprised of this Tesla solar roof, in a perfect world, you want to have Tesla solar roof and anywhere from 2 to 4 Tesla power walls that each cost about $7,000 right now. But in the future, that price will begin to go down as battery technology continues to improve. But for right now, that's what it is. Okay. But with that system, you would never need any power from any power grid with anywhere from 2 to 4 power walls. Okay. So I want to back up now that I've gotten that intro out of the way, and speaking about Tony Seba and Tesla and what they bring into the game. What I want you to keep in mind with the beginning of each one of my workshops, I want you all to keep in mind the terminology and the concepts that I'm introducing in this workshop series, where both in the area of tech and in the area of wealth building, you're looking at a paradigm shift in the way that we will do both utilize technology and wealth building through the new initiatives and all of the phenomenal opportunities that have presented themselves with this awakening, which is a wave of converging paradigm shifts. Okay, you're having the convergence concept is compiled on top of the paradigm shifts. So again, you have to get your mind into a multitasking kind of mindset, okay, where you're used to one breakthrough innovative technology coming in at a time. iPhone, for example, only iPhone, that's it. Now what you have happening, you have solar panels, battery backup systems with the innovation of the lithium battery coming in as a new source of storing and distributing power, okay? And the convergence of the two technologies of solar becoming cheap enough to be mass produced and available to everybody, as well as battery technology advancing to the point where now it can also, the price of that has come down so that it can also be available to everybody because it's so much cheaper now. The crossing point, let me show you here, was when we got to this point right here, was this the slide I ended up on last week, or the last video we did. And we talked about with the $64 per kilowatt hour achievement. Once Tony Seba, if you look here, he says per $100 per kilowatt hour, he expected to accomplish and of that the world would achieve that efficiency by 2024. We have already achieved that efficiency here at the end of 2021, which will complete 2022. So we're 2 years ahead of Tony Seba's prediction. And the impact of this achievement combined with reductions in solar roof and solar panels, Elon and Tesla are constantly improving on that as we speak. And so this I want to keep bringing to your attention, this achievement of the $64 per kilowatt hour, pivotal achievement of technology that is converging with battery storage technology becoming cheaper through Tesla and their system and Auto Bidder, and then all of the ramifications of what Auto Bidder is offering, which is a whole new software business offering that Tesla is throwing in on top of their microgrid system, which is their solar roof combined with their battery backup systems. They will not sell you a solar panel or solar roof without a battery backup system. That's the new change that happened at the tail end, second half of 2021, which is going to be 2022 as of December 31st, the completion. So that again, here you see this conversion of two technologies that's creating a paradigm shift in the way that you are going to utilize, the way you're going to capture energy through the solar panel and store it in the batteries, and then be able to let Auto Bidder sell that energy, the extra energy that you get for free from the sun, back to the grid at a profit for you. Auto Bidder is going to do that automatically. And in the future, they're predicting that another convergence is going to happen. Auto Bidder is going to have an aspect of it as a software that will be mining cryptocurrency for you with that free power that you just made. And this is why I said you should have 2 to 4 battery backup systems, and you really want to grab the Tesla system because it comes already with the software. It's designed from scratch to make money for you. Okay, it's the complete package. Then you can go out and start nickel and diamond and putting pieces together. But when you have Tesla, folks, one-stop shopping, bring you right up to speed, top of the line, nobody's doing what they're doing. There's that phrase. When you hear that phrase, nobody else is doing what they're doing. Nobody else is going to catch up to them because they're 5 to 10 years ahead of everybody else. See, there you go. When you hear that description, nobody else is doing this, or They're the only ones that are doing this. Okay, that means the stock is going to go up. See, that's what that means. That stock is going to it's a high likelihood that that stock is going to go up because nobody else is doing what they're doing. Okay. And this is what I want to keep bringing to your attention, family, so you'll understand this is the indicator of a stock that's going to be next level. Okay. Going to be doing things at a next level. And this is why everything I'm doing is trying to give you more validation of why the Tesla stock in particular is going to explode. And you haven't missed it. This is just the beginning, just the first part of its achievements and its growth. Okay. The other thing I want to talk with you about is some things that has happened in the last couple of weeks with Tesla. And I want to talk with you about this as in terms of competition. Rivian has just come out. They're starting to deliver their first cars as of this month. Lucid Air is also starting to do their first set of deliveries. Lucid is not predicting that they're going to even hit 1 million cars in production annually until 2025, 2026. That's how far behind they are with to Tesla, compared to Tesla, okay? And Rivian, at this point, they're making approximately 5 or 10 cars a day, where Tesla is making per day with the 2 factories in Shanghai and in California. They're pumping out almost, I think it's some outrageous number, like 10,000 cars a day. And Rivian is doing 1, 2, maybe 3 a day. They're ramping up to be able to do, they said some pitiful number, like 20,000 or 15,000 in the first year. But then in fairness to them, they're ramping up. They're new companies. So I'll be honest with you, again, this is not a competition. This is a cooperation. The more EVs America can pump out, the better off we're going to be as an economy, because China is coming. That Xpeng, the Neo, all the other cars, if you watch the father and son team that I have queued up here for you to see, if you see what the Chinese are getting ready to do to America, it's not even going to be funny. But then again, I told you this was going to happen. Because America manufacturing, auto manufacturers, and American capital, America's form of capitalism is so corrupt, to include what the Democratic Party is doing. And that's my party, and I love being a Democrat, and I'm proud to be a Democrat. But I'm very disappointed in the way my Democrats are handling Tesla, handling this EV revolution. They're making some very seriously bad moves, and as usual, I'm very disappointed. I hope they'll get it together. But part of the reason why that's happening is because the Democrats have too many old people in the leadership. That's why they're walking backwards and they're making all kinds of wrong moves. We need young, fresh people to get up at the helm and lead us into the future. As long as we have old people running everything, Democrats are going to continue to make the same old mistakes that they've been making for years. I love my party. I love the agenda. I love the principles, the guiding principles, the multiculturalist focus of the party, the inclusive nature of the party, the loving, compassionate nature of the party. But they really need to work on their what's the word? Their tact. They need to work on their marketing. They need to work on opening up. They're pretty good on innovation and accepting innovation, but they're still bogged down. And I love unions. I'm very pro-union, but unions can even go too far. When they start interfering, obviously in a political way, it's just very bad marketing. It just looks very, very bad. And we can do better than that. All right. So Ed Markey and a couple of other people, Robert Wright, right, who was a former member of the Bill Clinton, a former Secretary of Education under Bill Clinton, no, Secretary of Labor, I believe, under Bill Clinton. And Bernie Sanders, I'm very disappointed in him singling out Elon Musk. I think to be personal like that is very inappropriate. And I think it's very childish, and they need to back off Elon Musk. And if you're going to talk about the rich and you want to focus on that, go ahead and do that. But don't single out individuals just because he's the richest one. That's a blunder. That's a mistake. And of all the people to single out and do character assassination on, you picked the wrong guy. Elon Musk is the best thing that has happened to this entire world in the last 100 years. Since FDR, Elon Musk is the best thing that's happened to America in 100 years. And as usual, my Democrats are screwing up again, making all the dumbest moves. You have all the opportunity, you got all the compassion, you have all the decency. You are the standard bearers of decency and goodness that's left in America. Because that Confederate Republican Party is completely done, corrupt, terrorist, violence, evil, murder, terrorist, suicide, crazy, insane. They are hopeless, and there's nothing we can ever do to save them. So the Democrats are the last hope, but yet these filthy Confederates are still neck and neck with you. That shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. That really is a reflection less on Democrats as it is on America. And I've always said America is corrupt to its core. It was founded on corruption. Capital, the form of vulture capitalism that is coming out of America is the worst in the world. That America is the one that pumps itself up and say that they're great. Nobody else in the world is saying that. And if you're pumping yourself up, it ain't real. And that's the biggest problem America has right now, folks. We're pumping ourselves up, but it ain't real. That Trumpism has infected everything. And we're going to need to get some penicillin and clean that filthy mindset of supremacy and competition and better than somebody else and great. Are you kidding? Listen, great countries don't have to tell everybody they're great. They show everybody they're great, and other people tell you you're great. Those are the great countries. So there's nothing great about America yet. Maybe one day we might get there, but we long way to go. Look how they're treating Elon Musk, and he's landing booster rockets 2 at a time. Look how they're treating Elon Musk, and he was the first one to volunteer to create ventilators during the COVID-19 pandemic. Look how they're treating Elon Musk. And he's the only American-made company that is growing in sales, growing in scale, growing in production. And look how they're treating Elon Musk. See, America's not great. You can't even treat your superstars with respect. America's not great. No. And that's why I'm doing this, because I want you to be great. I'm not concerned about America. America, as far as I'm concerned, is a lost cause. You know, with this Confederate getting in there, that tells you everything you need to know about America. America is in deep doo-doo and is no longer going to be a superpower in the world. Just because you have nuclear weapons, that don't make you superpower. You can't even elect a woman. All the other countries, all the other first world countries got a woman president. We can't even do that. America. Anyway, so here we go. Let's focus on I wanted to bring that point to you about the what do you call it? These 2 points here about the battery efficiency and the reduction in the price per kilowatt hour of the battery, and that achievement that we are 2 years ahead on that. Okay, I wanted you to look at this. Okay, family, I'm going to end this video here, and we're going to pick it up on the next one. This is the end of part 2. And we're going to pick it up on part 3 of Tech and Wealth Building with Bantu Tesla.